to the channel of love. Good afternoon. It's about 10 to 3. I believe that's the time. Anyway, we're going to do a quick reading. We're going to play with the fairies to start with. I felt the fairies' energy yesterday, but we're going to play with them today. We'll get 3 cards. I felt the energy of past, present, future. We can go with that. Nice. They're all major arcana cards as well. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck. The King of Winter. This morning I found it really hard to get like my words out. I felt like my lips had gone all numb and just like slurring these words out. Anyway, the King of Winter, he's knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded and unemotional. Good afternoon, Cynthia. We need them. What, the fairies? We were in a car wreck. We're okay. The car is a goner, but we're slowly grieving it. Sending so many snugs, Lucy. Sending so many back to you. Okay. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking. Unemotional relationships. So past, present, future. Unemotional relationships. Well, if we look at the past energy, I'm struggling with the lips. Okay, we're getting them to like speak. It's like warm up. Past energy is the ego. Hi, Angie. Okay, this is just, well, I wanted to do a reading about 1 o'clock because I thought I'll be finishing work about 1 o'clock, but that didn't happen. So I excused myself at about 20 to 2. And I feel as if actually I just want to go and rest, but I want to do a reading first. So we'll see how long this message takes to come out. But it's like I given a promise that I would be back like about 1 o'clock. Oh my goodness. So interesting, okay, because like there was a mix up at work, so they thought maybe oh my goodness. These are messages that are coming through now because I kind of sent an apology about the mix up today, and like that I thought I was finishing at 1, and I hung on thinking someone was going to come and like take over from me at 1:30, but they didn't. So I just said, I'm sorry, I've got to go. So someone else had to do that. Now the person who I thought was coming in at 1:30 is just messaging me because I just said I'm sorry about the mix-up, and then kind of done a swap over via text message to let him know what I had done and what needed to be done. And he's just come back with, it's an absolute train wreck at the moment. You know, it's just interesting, Cynthia, that you've said about like a car wreck. So that's why I'm kind of saying that. Anyway, interesting. So, ego, past energy, the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. It's interesting. Okay. Past energy. I was just taken to like, because when I'm on shift, it all kind of flows really nice. And then it seems like the train wreck comes. And I kind of walked into a train wreck, and then it's been all right. It's been good. But, you know, time for someone else to take over. Oh. The present energy is the world. A beautiful success, I was going to say. It says a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. That's interesting because I don't allow like manipulation. I agreed to like, I thought I'd only do 2 hours today. I'm just covering. And then it ended up being, okay, I can do 3 max. And then when I go in, it's like, oh, okay, 3.5 hours. I'm like, no, I didn't agree to this. And that's what I said. I said that isn't the agreement. I agreed until like 1 o'clock latest. So, yeah. Already hung on for half an hour thinking someone was coming in, but they wasn't going to be coming in for another hour and a quarter. It's like, no, I'm not doing it. The freedom to go in any direction that you choose. I like it. Okay, a brilliant success. I've done my job. The freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. Now, in the future is the moon energy. It says powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. This is really quite nice because I feel as if like this is how us as divine feminines, like we just bring this, I don't know, there is an authority there. It's as if like no one really can tell you what to do. You set the stage, you set the scene. It's like it's your rules. That's how I feel anyway. So that's what I feel it's like shining at the moment. And then in the future, the moon energy, which is like the high priestess energy, powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. Now I've got the law of attraction cards here. That's why it's really quite interesting. These are all major arcanas as well. It's like we really understand how, well, we can say the law of how it all works. The law of attraction, how you get to co-create with the divine. Well, I say that as in like, not that you get to create your own future, but you get to co-create it, which means that you've kind of, you've let go of detachment. Now, I feel at the bottom of the deck here is some masculines that could do with some like advice, help with like burning the ego. Oh my goodness, I used to have such an ego. Anyway. And I can recognise that when I used to do things that were just so egotistical. Get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking, unemotional relationships. Like today, like I'm not attached to my work. I mean, I had some people today complaining to me about the company, and I just kind of said to them, I just go with like the wind. That's what I said. I just go wherever I'm sent. So leaving here isn't an issue for me. I'm only going to be sent to somewhere else that kind of, you know, needs my assistance. And they really liked the response. But they I had to keep going back to help them a couple of times. And he said to me, actually this might have been a different gentleman. He said to me, it's nice to see that you're still smiling. I said, I'm always smiling. I enjoy what I do. And if I didn't enjoy it, then I wouldn't be there. That's when it's kind of like contract done. You could really say that with like relationships. It's like when I'm no longer happy, then something has to change. Cynthia, an ad just popped up saying, just wait for it. It's a new phone. Still learning. Was fitting though. Applied to a banking position, and they always seem pleased about our happy disposition. Always. But it's like you can tell that obviously they don't meet many people with a happy disposition because they're kind of shocked. Okay. Let's go to the Oracle of the Fairies. Light. That's all that's coming through, is because I'm like sitting here thinking they could do with a dose of our lights. They're drawn to that. Like I know that people come in store and that I'm told all the time, you know, You're my favourite person in here. You're always smiling, and it's very noticeable. But I'm realising that it's like rubbing off on others. So I've noticed, like, the team of people that I work with, we are kind of like all huggers now. There's so much love within the group, and respect, which I didn't feel was there when I went in. But because I'm quite a hugger, it's like people are really opening up, and it's beautiful. They could do with a dose of our light. That's what our world needs. The Fairy Queen of Light. The Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Now, interesting, because I've got no Mother Mary cards today, and I've got no Rumi message today, but I do have an oracle of shadows and light. Okay. Let's read more about this. Love and light and all things bright will remove your fears in the darkest night. Let's repeat that. Love and light and all things bright will remove your fears in the darkest night. This is a message direct from the Fairy Queen of Light. Light is your protection. It casts away any shadows, and wherever it shines, the truth will ultimately be revealed. The Fairy Queen of Light also comes to remind you that you are light. She stands in the dark forest, yet her light travels far, so she can find her way clearly through the darkness. If you feel as though you can't find your own light, she will offer you one of her lamps to illuminate your path and the path of others who need to discover their own inner light. It's an instinctive thing to be attracted to light, and when you shine yours, it will attract others like moths to a flame. Fairy light has a different quality to other light. It contains magical particles that not only expose the truth, but also reveal the beauty of a situation and the lesson to receive from it. When the light of truth shines, nothing can be hidden and the shadows are exposed. There's nothing harsh about this healing and revealing light. The Fairy Queen of Light shines her light gently and peacefully, but persistently too, until only the truth remains. She reminds us that when we can face the darkness and the shadow side of ourselves without fear, the light can remain as a permanent part of our seeing and our experience in life. This is a good message, isn't it? Okay. Let's go to the Law of Attraction cards, because I was really drawn to pull these. Actually, I pulled the Wellbeing cards first, so I decided to bring both decks. But the Law of Attraction, look at that, the top card there is what the cover of the box is. My manifesting thoughts are buffered by time. I'm going to read that one. I've started, so I shall finish. My manifesting thoughts are buffered by time. Your earth is a nice environment for fine-tuning your knowledge, for here your thoughts do not translate into instant equivalence. Your thoughts are governed by a buffer of time. If you were instantly manifesting, you would be spending more time trying to fix your mistakes than you would in creating what you want. I feel this is for Mr. Knowledgeable up here. Get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking, unemotional relationships. But the King of Winter, knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. So that last statement there, if you were instantly manifesting, you'd be spending more time trying to fix your mistakes than you would in creating what you want. Okay. It's kind of like, thank the Lord that there is a buffer in time there so that you can change the way that you're thinking about things. Oh, let's get another card from here. There's something else I wanted to add to that, but it's like it doesn't want to, I can't fluently speak it. It's all good. Okay. I am a magnet attracting unto myself. Card number 4, which is like the Emperor's number. But let's have a look at this. I am a magnet attracting unto myself. Without exception, okay, so important, without exception, what you give thought to, wanted or unwanted, you begin to invite into your experience. See yourself as a magnet attracting unto you the essence of whatever you are thinking and feeling. For example, if you feel poor, you cannot attract prosperity. It defies the law. Okay. Have you got that? Let's have a look at the well-being cards. It's extremely windy outside. Like extremely windy. Okay, so these are the teachings of Abraham. But they're the well-being cards. The measure of my success is my joy. The measure of my success is my joy. The amount of joy you have allowed yourself to experience is the greatest indicator of your allowance of energy and success. Whenever you are feeling good, you are an enormous, successful contributor. I feel good. I knew that I would know. So good. Okay, make your decisions about what you want and set out to create the life experience that you choose and allow all others to do the same. Okay, we're going to get this reading wrapped up. Mermaids and dolphins. Music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. Break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. Where's the book, please? Thank you. Okay. Sometimes we get into ruts and routines because they feel safe and comfortable. Can you get the words out? Comfortable. By drawing this card, you're asked to swim outside your comfort zone. It is time to take risks and explore new ways of thinking, making a living, or being in relationships. When you make the commitment to explore and experiment, the world responds by giving you wonderful new experiences. This is a really good message, isn't it? Look, the world. Okay. So when you make the commitment to explore and experiment, the world responds by giving you wonderful new experiences. Heaven isn't necessarily asking you to settle into these new avenues, but to instead test the water and venture out. Sometimes we'll experiment and learn new things, and then when we return to our comfortable old routines, we're changed for the better. This is definitely a time for you to reach out and enjoy new options. Try something new today. Next card is consult an expert. Okay, where are we going to go now then? Let's go to the Oracle, the Oracle of Shadows and Lights. I really don't know what's going on with my speech today. Oh. Okay. Hi, Gal Gal. Sending lots of love, channel of love, a smile, a hug, just what the world needs. Most definitely. Let's have a look at the Oracle of Shadows and Light. It's definitely Dorothy Gale Weather out there. Dorothy! Oh, we would like to welcome you to Munchkin Land. Oh, fa la 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 la. Gonna get whisked away. Okay. Oh my goodness. Seriously, I don't know what's wrong with my lips. A Dried Flower Fairy, card number 11. So this card is about like sending a reminder. And I feel the Divine Feminine is here with her love and light and her sunny disposition, should we say that? And then there's a masculine here that it's like he needs to remind him that he too is light. Card number 11. That's what it took me to, the 11. Sweet Memories, Dried Flower Fairy. Okay, about the Dried Flower Fairy. This darling little fairy just loves to collect memories and to treasure them, wearing them as garlands, their sweet faded fragrance reminding her of happy times. She helps you by collecting all your happy, sweet memories and keeping them from fading too. This is a reminder because this is all about changing your thoughts, like I feel good. In the songs, like that makes you feel good, doesn't it? That's an uplifting song. Because I'm happy, you know? You get the idea? That's like positive, like self-talk, isn't it? I feel nice, like sugar and spice. Like you're more likely to go out and just be nice, aren't you? So it's like a program in here. And this masculine just needs reminding, okay, of happy times so that he can start to feel happy. So she helps you by collecting all your happy, sweet memories and keeping them from fading too. She has wings that resemble the wonderful monarch butterfly, which is renowned for the vast distances it can travel. So these memories may be of very long ago, down through the ages. I feel like I've got like a real tickle going on here. Oh, I do apologise. So these memories may be of very long ago, down through the ages, but they are still able to fly to you and reach you with their messages of love and sweetness wherever you currently find yourself. And I'm sure the light card said that this light can reach you as well, through vast distances. Okay. She is renowned for the vast distance it can travel. So when you experience a difficult and challenging time, the Dried Flower Fairy flies to your side, shows you a moment that you have forgotten, and magically, the present moment transforms. You will always have her with you, most especially in the times when those sweet moments seem furthest away. There is this unemotional attachment here with this King of Winter, unemotional relationships. You will always have her with you, most especially in the times when those sweet moments seem furthest away. She will come to you and she will remain with you. Expect calls out of the blue, bumping into old friends, a photograph of a loved one, or a reminder of happiness coming to you in other sweet and serendipitous ways. The dried flower fairy speaks. Do you remember that time when you played with the fairies in the garden? Do you remember when your imaginary friend was more real than your own parents? What about the first time you ever noticed your shadow quivering in the light, swam in the sparkling sea, held hands or exchanged glances with someone you liked more than just friends? When you were given a gift for no reason, hugged by a friend, had a perfect day, found messages from angels in the clouds. You seem to have forgotten all the precious moments, so I've been busy gathering them up for you. I now return them to you, so your sadness can be transformed. Let happiness, bliss, and the gifts for no reason become possibilities you believe in again. When I see you smile and treasure a moment from the past in the present, I know my work has been done. You're interesting because I felt this was a past, present, future reading. The divination message. You may soon be experiencing little reminders of some of the sweetest, most fun and uplifting times in your life. The kinds that have no great significance historically, but in the story that is your life, they are pivotal moments. It could be seeing a rainbow, a star shining bright, or a photograph of your father holding you closely in his arms, or receiving the knowledge and sudden realization that something you did made a large and meaningful difference to someone else's life. You have so many jewels. It's time to sift through the precious moments in memory, and by honouring these and feeling them again, change the present for the better. The magic of your sweetest memories will be worked into the present moment, and your current struggle will be momentarily relieved. And that transcendent feeling of being one with all that is will return, giving you the strength to go on and do what must be done. Whew. We're finished with A Journey of Love. "28 minutes. I'm not so tired now. I feel like you stimulated me. Okay. Can we finish this reading off, please, with final, I was going to say bloody hell, final few messages, 3. I've got to look at the cards first. The first one is the Pearl Threaded, card number 38. Can you hear the wind? Do you want to see the picture? They always ask for our pusher. It's a natural energy. There's an alarm going off out there. Was that set off by the wind? Okay, the Pearl Threaded. Though we labour through the illusion of individuality and have to face our inner challenges in solitude, our spiritual transformation is not an independent event, nor is it for our victory alone, as we approach the enlightened way of all embracing love. Each human, each human being is a pearl on the Divine Mother's garland gradually assuming lustre and revealing beauty, worth, and radiance over many lifetimes. Together, we are creating a precious offering in return for her gift of life. We can learn to draw on the collective effort to allow our own journey to become integrated into the journey of the group without being weighed down, and instead to be lifted up. To do this, we honour the thread that connects each of us as one divine being, just like the various fingers that belong to the one hand. Then we honour the pearl essence of our divine nature, that we are capable of growth and transformation, becoming divine beauty. This oracle brings you a message. You are to shift your perspective to allow all groups that you are involved in to become a source of energetic lifting rather than depletion. If a group you are involved in cannot do this for you, then you may not be in vibrational resonance, and it may be time to seek a group that is more energetically supportive of your vibration. Trust your feelings and don't be scared to open up and allow yourself to connect with others. That way, you can truly know if a group or gathering is for you or if you need to move on. But do trust that you are not alone on your journey, and the soul connections that will nourish you will draw you to them like strands of pearls on the Divine Mother's necklace. Okay, the poem. Hearts apart, remember love, and time stands still. The next card is Intimacy. Card number 35. Your vulnerability is the key to your growing spirituality. Now is the time to share yourself openly without pretense or defensiveness. Let down the barriers that have held you apart from another, from the divine, from the world, and let yourself be held by the experiences of your life without needing to defend against them. Expect nothing and be open to receive everything. Your vulnerability is your way forward now. You are learning that you have enough strength to truly surrender. You are brave enough to allow yourself to be truly lived by the divine. The message of this oracle is that you have recently opened yourself up in new ways to meet the world and your loved ones, or are considering doing so in order to share something of yourself with another. Do it. You are ready to be seen and received more than ever before. The poem's called Intimacy. Becoming one, allowing, allowing all that is, both within and without, to blend. Like a wave meeting the shore, each aspect of who we are is part of a grander whole, and in truth, yet greater still. To know myself is to know you, whether I look in your eyes or touch lips or hold hands or bathe in the warmth of our embrace. How beautiful. Okay. Final card. The Christ Flame, card number 31. Within you burns the flame of the Christ. Beyond religion, this flame belongs to all hearts willing to receive the divine, opening to it as a lover would open the heart to receive the beloved. Though the awakening of the Christ within brings greater closeness to the divine, and therefore greater love and depth of passion, It too can bring sadness, righteous anger, and a passionate need to contribute positive healing action and change in the world. You may be an introspective soul who does this through mastering their inner world with meditation and yoga, raising your own vibration with absolute intent that this bring healing to the world around you. You may be an extroverted soul that thrives in sharing messages and living a life of dynamic action in support of the causes that are worthy and moving to your brave heart, capable of feeling divine outrage and responding with inspired action. You may be a combination of these soul types and choosing wisely what you consume, which companies you support, what television you do or do not watch, and what you read, voting for the life you want to have around you in the world through your actions, internal and external. This is the Christ flame igniting within you, setting the world aflame with the fire of divine love. This oracle brings guidance that you are connecting with the universal Christ consciousness, and your heart is meant to awaken as a sacred heart bearing the Christ flame of divine love this lifetime. You are part of the wave of awakening happening on the earth now. You are exactly where you're meant to be and doing exactly what you're meant to be doing. Keep going. Okay, the final poem. Love is more than words can define. It is a feeling which wells up inside and longs for release. It is a smile which starts in my heart and spreads across my face like a silly grin. It is a knowing so deep in my being that every cell speaks in a language only lovers know. And most of all, it is the beginning, the birth, the possibility, the promise of a tomorrow, the hope that grows into something we can only imagine when hearts combine and love becomes more. So beautiful. Very beautiful message today. Okay, guys, I will catch up with you all soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.